Hi guys, my name's Charlie, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Wowgo 3X electric skateboard. I bought this recently from Wowgo, obviously, and it came in about 30 days, between 30 and 45 days it was. I think it arrived in about 32 or 33. They're a Chinese brand, so obviously the board comes from China, and delivering to the UK where I am, it took about 30 to 35 days because of shipping. It was by train rather than plane. So I got it last week. I've had a little bit of time to have a go on it and see what it's like and test out the different modes and the acceleration and the capabilities uphill and everything like that. And my first impressions are it's a brilliant board. I mean, I've had it for, like I say, just over a week, and the amount of people who have seen me on it and, you know, smiled from their car or said, you know, oh, can I have a go? Or, you know, I took it down to the pub to see my friends, and within 10 minutes I had 20 randomers asking if they could go down the street on it, slightly drunk, which was a bit worrying, but they all loved it, and that's what I love most, and that's what I want to say to start with. I think the best thing about this board is just the fact that it brings joy to so many people. You know, people who just see it on the street, or people who do actually get to have a go on it, they absolutely love it straight away, and it brings out your kind of inner child, and I love that in anything electric, to be fair. So if it can do that, then it's a big tick, you know, in my box. But to tell you a little bit about it, it's one of their newest models. So they've got the Wowgo 3 as well, but that's not belt driven, that's a hub driven board, which basically just means a little bit less torque, a little bit less power. I don't think the top speed's affected at all. I think it's still 24 miles an hour on both the boards. But doing the research and looking at both, I think for the extra $150, I think for me it was just worth it. So they've got a new Hobbywing V2 ESC on the Wowgo 3X as well, more powerful motor, upgraded battery, and what I love about the Wowgo boards is it's not kind of cheap generic brands for the trucks and bearings. I think the trucks are Paris trucks, and the bearings I believe are Zealous bearings, which are all well known in the skate community for being very good, reliable brands, which is obviously great. And there's so many different things that they've added. I mean, the deck, for one, bamboo and fiberglass deck, better elasticity and shock absorption, so less breakage basically. And I went for the black model. There's two. You get the bamboo, which is obviously just like the kind of wooden style with orange wheels, and then the black with black wheels and like an orange kind of tint to it, which I love, and I got that because it kind of looked cool. It's like a Batman style thing, all black kind of thing. So I absolutely loved that one. And yeah, it's an absolutely wonderful board. Like I say, the grip tape as well is absolutely brilliant because it's got a slight padding on it, so it's really, really comfortable. So, you know, instead of just being a very thin layer of grip tape, it's the grip tape with a kind of thin layer of foam underneath. So any bumpy terrain or kind of slightly gravelly bits, it just makes that a lot smoother. I'll overlay some video footage into this and just show you me using it out and about, and you know, some of the different modes it can do. But I think it's got 3 modes, I believe, or 4, sorry. So you start in slow mode, which will be perfect for beginners because you don't want to just start on turbo because you'll probably come off it, to be fair. I've had a few people, some of my friends, you know, got a bit too big for their boots and thought, no, I can do it straight away on turbo, and they end up kind of on the floor. So I'd start with slow mode, even if you're kind of a seasoned skateboarder. So slow mode is between 0 and 12 miles an hour or 20 kilometers an hour, and I think what it does is obviously it limits the top speed, but it also slows down the acceleration. Normal mode goes up to 18 miles an hour or 30 kilometers an hour. Again, just slightly quicker. I think the acceleration's about the same. And then mode 3 is fast mode, goes up to 24 miles an hour, which is the top speed, or 39 kilometers an hour. I think turbo mode is just slightly harsher acceleration. Basically, it's no different than top speed. Slightly harsher acceleration. Hill climbing capabilities are between 25 and 30% is what my notes are saying here. So, which is an extremely steep hill. I mean, I'd be surprised if many people, unless you're in San Francisco or something, that you'd need to go uphill like that. Range is about 12 miles or about 19 kilometers ish. I haven't done a full range test, but from all the videos I've seen before, that seems about right. You know, it's again, it depends on your weight, because it's a skateboard at the end of the day, and your weight's going to have an effect. So I'm about 85 kilos, and I think I'd probably get about 11 miles, so a little bit under, but that's understandable. I'm slightly heavier than your average person, and slightly taller, so that makes complete sense. But yeah, you should probably average, if you're about 75 kilos, then you probably get the 12-mile distance. I think they're quite good and accurate with their numbers. And I mean, 12 miles, you're not really going to need a lot more than that, unless you're, if you're around a city, that's perfect. You can get around a decent city with that, and then recharge it. I think charging takes about 3 hours. From kind of flat to completely full, which is brilliant for me. So the best thing about it is the warranty. It comes with a 180-day warranty, and I think that's what I look for in a business. I look for, if they're going to offer a warranty like that, they're obviously quite sure that their products will stand the test of time and is a good quality product, which is brilliant. And doing the research over the last couple of years about Wowgo, I found that, in abundance. People have nothing but good things to say about them. Their customer service is amazing. I know the few times I messaged just to ask, whereabouts my board was, because I was so excited. They were brilliant in replied within kind of 24 hours. And just, the personal little touches. You get the board and you open it up, you get everything in there. So obviously the charger, the wireless remote, you get the replacement belts as well, a couple of replacement belts, which I think is quite a good idea, because eventually wear and tear happens obviously to the little rubber belts, and even though they're thick, I guess they will wear down eventually, so that's a nice little touch. Replacement pulleys, a pair of extra foam for your deck to swap, which is good. Adapter and charger, like I said, T-wrench, and other tools for like the maintenance, which is great, because I didn't have a skate tool. I hadn't skated in years and hadn't had a skate tool around the house, so that really helped me. Hook to hang your board, which I haven't got to put in on yet, but I will at some point. Rear LED light, which I think is a really good touch, because obviously for safety purposes it's great to be able to be seen on a board like that, and it's a very, very bright light. I've tried it and it's really, really good. And then the user manual, and something that it doesn't mention on there, which I absolutely adore, is the fact that Wowgo put in a little personalised note. I don't know if it's handwritten or not. It looks like it is, but it could be faked. I don't know. But they thank you personally, basically saying, we appreciate your custom, we appreciate you supporting the business, because they're not a huge business. And it's kind of, hand signed at the end. I just think that's a nice touch. They don't have to do that. I've bought it because I trust the company, trust the brand, and have seen plenty of reviews on the board. But it's just that little extra, and I haven't got the letter with me. I think it's with the rest of the packaging and stuff up in the loft, so I would have shown you that actually. But I thought that was nice. I didn't expect that, and it was just something extra that they didn't have to do. So yeah, I really appreciate that. But yeah, that's about it really. I mean, it's just a quick one just to say how much I like the board. It's my first ever electric skateboard, but like I said, I've been doing research for years, 2-3 years on Wowgo, all the way from their 2S I think it was, or Wowgo 2 to the 3X now, and having got it, it's not let me down at all. I mean, I live in the middle of nowhere in the countryside, and yeah, I still find ways to use it. I don't even live in the city, so the fact that I can use it out here, and like I say, it brings joy not only to me, but other people who see me on it, other people who I let have a go, absolutely adore it. There's no one I've let have a go has gone, oh, well, I didn't really enjoy that. They say, I want one, I'm going to get one, So that's, like I say, that for me is the biggest thing, how much joy it brings to kind of people's lives, and I think that's what it's all about at the end of the day, about having fun. So anyway, I'll leave it there and I'll sign off. Thank you very much for listening, I really appreciate it, and I hope you've got enough information about Wowgo, and yeah, don't even hesitate. I think they're a wonderful brand, and I think you should, go and get one straight away. They're absolutely brilliant. So anyway, thank you very much for listening.